could you calculate for how many integers n is 4 to the power of n minus 1 a prime number? So a logical way to start this would be considering what happens when n equals 1. n equals 1, we could just get 4 to the power of 1 minus 1 is 3, which is a prime number. So we found one that works. Then when n is 2, of course this is 16, minus 1 is 15. 15 is not a prime number, so that doesn't work. n equals 3, we're going to get 64. Minus 1 is 63. 63 is also not a prime number. And now we're going to start thinking, if we want to know how many there are we actually going to ever get there using this method? Because we're going to keep going up in values of n. We might not find any more, we might find some more, but we're not going to be able to go on forever. So we're never going to get a definite answer for how many integers there are where this 4 to the n minus 1 is a prime number. So we're going to have to use our intelligence here and think, can we try a different approach? Looking at 4 to the n minus 1, is there anything that we can see about it? Well, 4 is the same as 2 squared. So we could rewrite it as 2 to the power of 2n minus 1. And then that's a square and that's a square. We can use the difference of 2 squares here. So we get 2 to the n plus 1 times 2 to the n minus 1. Of course, this is the same expression as this 4 to the n minus 1 at the beginning. So when is this prime? Well, either one of these parts has to be 1 and the other one has to be the prime number. So we're going to have 1 times something or something times 1. But this can never be 1 because we're looking at positive integer power of n here. I should probably say positive up here. Sorry about that to the true maths people who are following. So this can never be 1 because it's always going to be more than a power of 2. So only this case will work when 2 to the n minus 1 equals 1. So 2 to the n equals 2 and thus n equals 1. So there's only this case when n equals 1 that this part of this product is going to equal 1. And this part is prime, because of course in that case this part is 3. And thus this is the only positive integer value of n that actually makes 4 to the n minus 1 prime. So the answer is this, for how many positive integers, is just 1. Would you have expected that looking at this question at the beginning? Let me know in the comments, and if you like this and you think a friend will like it too, then share it with them.